I'm Kristen, I go by Chris, and I am a marketer and also a textile artist. Growing up, I was an elite gymnast, and gymnastics really took up most of my childhood and growing up. I think by the time I was 9 years old, I was training 7 to 8 hours every day, weekends, holidays, and I really loved the sport. I took it very seriously. I was very competitive, so a lot of those traits have continued with me until today. But yeah, I was SA champ a few years. I represented South Africa as well a few times, and it just was my world. Gymnastics definitely shaped me in a lot of ways, some good and some not so good. And some of that has definitely carried into my adult life as well. I think one of the biggest themes, I guess, is growing up in that competitive environment, and in a sport like gymnastics, you're taught to value perfection over progress. And that is sometimes not great in adulthood, where progress is key and it's the goal, and perfection's not possible sometimes. So that's been, I suppose, a struggle in the transition. I think that's where creativity has actually been such a saving grace for me, because it's really helping me to unlearn that thing of perfection over progress. Because in creativity there is no perfection, and especially with these new crafts that I'm trying out, like punch needling and rug making, it's something new to me. I haven't been doing it my whole life, and I come into it and expect myself to do everything perfectly from the start, even from the designs to everything, and I'm still learning how to do that. So it's definitely been challenging me and teaching me to value progress and just trust the process of everything. It was during lockdown, or the first lockdown, I think in 2020, I don't even know when it was. And I think I was just looking for an outlet or something different to do during that time to get me through everything and have, just have that outlet. And my partner, Russell, is an illustrator, and he's very creative, and he's always painting or making something. And I came across punch needle on Instagram, and I just became obsessed with it and started researching everything and figuring out how I can start it. Because gymnastics was such a big part of my life, and I'm still very passionate about sports in general, I wanted to make something that kind of aligns with my interests in a punch needle series. And so at first I wanted to make a gymnastics piece, but the design wasn't really translating. So then it moved into other sports that lent themselves better to the illustrations. And yeah, I think I was very nervous of starting or creating my own designs, because I'd first made my partner Russell's illustrations. And this was quite scary to make my own thing and put it out there as something I'd created. It is crazy. I mean, I never thought I'd be able to make this massive rug, and it actually looks really nice too. But I got the tufting gun for my birthday from Russell, and then it took me quite a few months to feel confident enough to actually pick it up and try it. It's like this piece of heavy machinery, basically. Yeah, then we had to source wool, source the canvas, build a frame, set it all up. It was quite a mission and quite involved. And the process also takes quite a while. I mean, it's quick to actually tuft and get the wool into the fabric, but then there's a lot of cleaning up and neatening up and shaping the shapes that you make, and then gluing everything together at the end. So it's a long process, it takes patience. And again, with my need for perfection, it was very challenging as well. Like if one thing went skew or wrong, it was like the end of the world to me. So dealing with those things along the way and just accepting that this is something I'm trying and learning, and yeah, it was an interesting process. I think empowerment to me means what helps you to be your best self and put yourself forward, I guess. So empowerment, or what empowers me, I would say, is my friends and family and just their support. And then within myself, just knowing my worth and what I want out of life and what I expect from people around me, I guess. I think there's inspiration in every woman, just from the women who are reaching all of their career goals and who are ambitious and motivated in that sense, but then also the women who are just living really intentional, slow lives. I think any woman who is living in a way that she wants to and is pursuing that, that's really inspiring to me.